You can rub your fingers together, your hands together, shifting a little bit forward and backward to find your center of balance over your feet. Moving a little left and a little bit right. Bending your fingers, extending your arms out with the fingers interlaced. And then up overhead and see how tall you can get. Lengthen your spine. And then relax, shoulders down and back. And bring your hands either to the side or to cover the space below the navel. This is the area called the lower dantian, or the lower reservoir of energy. This is what today's practice will be seeking to refill. We're going to refill your energy reservoir today. So first, to check in with the hands resting lightly in this area of the body. Start breathing in and out through the nose. And tune into your space around you. Noticing the colors. Noticing the light or the dark. Like really see what's actually here. Let your eyes move into 180-degree vision. So you're seeing left and right. Using your peripheral vision, you're seeing top to bottom. And you're also seeing what's in front of you, however, without an intense gaze. Accepting your environment as it is. Be at peace in this space. And now notice your body poised over your feet. Notice if your shoulders are tense and if the noticing immediately has them relax. Notice if your face is holding any tension. And bring on a gentle, relaxed face or a slight smile. Noticing your feet holding you to the earth and noticing the earth so generously supporting your body right now. Unlock your knees. Lengthen the back of the head so that the crown of your head reaches a little bit more towards the sky. And whisper an affirmation of gratefulness to your body. Accepting your body as it is, you can be at peace right now. And then tune into the breath. Breathing through your nose if it's clear. With that same gratefulness, recognize the continuity of breath, cycling in and out, exchanging with the nature around you. Whether you're awake or you're asleep, the breath is always here. And be at peace. Noticing the mind, the flickering and shifting landscape. You have a brilliant, active, curious mind. Accepting the mind as it is. Be at peace. And let the breath start to become a little more full. So as you breathe in through the nose, your hands expand a little away from your body as the diaphragm descends and the lungs fill up. And then as you exhale, blow it out. Inhale through the nose, as deep and full as you can, filling your body. And exhale, blow it out. Smile as you breathe in. Make a little sound as the breath comes rushing in. Breathe in a little more, a little more, a little more. Hold the breath and blow it out. Breathe in again. Take the largest breath that your lungs would accept. See if there's a little more, and a little more, and a little more, and smile and hold the breath. And blow it out. And relax the hands. Shake out your legs. And with the feet a little wider than the hip width apart, and then hips slightly bent, start to turn to the left and to the right. Letting your hands wrap around like they're empty coat sleeves, tapping on your body. Now, right away, maybe your feet want to adjust a little wider, a little closer. You're seeking to have your feet be strong and steady, and we're turning from the waist and the hips. Letting the arms and shoulders be completely loose. And then see where you're holding tension in your face. Open and close the jaw, blink your eyes. Maybe your head's looking over your shoulder, or maybe it's staying towards the front. Dip a little through the middle, and feel the edge of your low back as you turn. The edge of where the tension is, right? You don't keep turning, something stops it. So notice where that point is. And keep warming up that area and tapping either in the same spot or you can move the hands around because we're waking up. This is called the Qi belt. You don't need a lot of Qigong practices to fire up your Qi. A few will do. And yet we do them for a while because that's what it takes. The body warms slowly. Now, if you'd like, you can let that hand come up in the front and with a little fist tap on your upper chest right below the collarbone and breathe into that place. The lung acupressure points that are right here will benefit from the tapping and from a big breath. Check with your face again. Loosen the jaw, loosen the mouth, loosen the eyes, loosen your ears, loosen your nose. And sigh it out whenever you find something where there is a little tightness. And then you can tap the top of your shoulder. And if you'd like, you can lift a heel now. We'll change it. This one's called tossing. Looking behind you like you're tossing away stale, stagnant, murky energy, stress or tension. Nothing to hold on to right now. See how loose can you get? And slow it down. Ooh, slow it down. And let your body come to almost stillness slowly between them. And notice the echoes, the reverberation, the after effects. As you breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the nose. And relax. You can inhale and interlace the fingers together. And then as you exhale, press them away, rounding your back. And then inhale, reach for the sky, maybe a little back bend. And then exhale, the hands float down to the side. So a little flow here. Inhale, interlace. Exhale, press the palms away, round the back. Inhale, engage your core as you lift up and back, leaning back slightly. Exhale, hands come to the side. And with your own breath, again. Finding a comfortable pace. You can use that quiet ocean breath. Lightly closing off the back of your throat and find a rhythm here. Arching and flexing your back. Now, if your shoulders don't feel so good, then you can just bring the hands like in front of your throat, okay, or onto the shoulders or next to the shoulders. So you can still find the arching and flexing of the back, but the hands, instead of going up, they could come next to your shoulders. That seems like a good option. So I'll do that one a few times. Shoulder safe. There's a way to adapt Qigong for any physical condition. It's very important for you to know that you don't need to be feeling well or to have all of your parts working to do Qigong. Qigong can be very nurturing and nourishing, especially when you're not feeling well. And notice especially the in-betweens as well. Like after you're done and you float the hands down, abide in that movement as well. And then let's change it. So now the hands come up in front of you And this time a hand reaches down and another hand reaches up, or you can keep both hands on your side for the shoulder safe version, and then to the other side. So if your shoulders are okay with it, you're pressing one hand down and one hand up, like you're trying to touch the earth and the sky at the same time. We're opening up the channels where energy flows so that we can invite in abundant, fresh chi right into the lower dantian. All right, and one more. Good. Now it turns out that you can bring energy in just with the focus of your mind. So now we'll collect the chi. So imagine as you inhale that you can sweep the hands up, wrap your arms around a whole bunch of chi, and as you exhale, guide it down. And then as you inhale, turn your palms towards your body and breathe it in. And exhale. And then inhale, sweep up, maybe get on your tippy toes to really touch the sky. And then exhale, like you're doing a little compression. And then inhale, breathe it in. And exhale, relax. Inhale up, tippy toes. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen up one more time, tippy toes. Exhale. And then inhale. Breathe it in. Exhale, relax. Now with your palms facing forward, the shoulders down and back, have your gaze be steady, and breathe in and out of this very body. Find that wide gaze, left, right, top to bottom. See everything, feel everything. And relax. Okay, so now we go into a whole body shake. Shaking your fingers, shaking the wrists, bouncing through the knees. Let it out with a sigh or a sound. Turning left, turning right. You're going to shake every part of the body, and there's no rush at all. This is the key technique. This is a Taoist practice of letting go, also known as shaking. And it's making room for fresh energy. Look all the way behind you and shake. Look over the other way and shake. Bring one hand up, all the way up or part way up. Shake, shake, shake. Shake the other way, other hand up. Whatever you do, keep shaking. Now see if you can shake the hands from the wrist so that the fingers maybe blur a little bit. Bring them in front of you. Try to let go of every bone in the hand so that the hands are like jelly. Now, bring it to a foot. Perhaps steady yourself on a wall or a post or a chair. And let's do the same thing. You can bend the toes back and forward. Maybe they crack a little. Now shake from the hip. So the whole leg now is like jelly. No bones in the leg. And then the other side, you can stand in the middle of the room or you can touch a wall. Shake, shake, shake. Bend the toes back and forward. Opening up those channels. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake. Coming back to the middle. Shake now and let the heels tap on the floor. So you feel that little jolt through your body. And use that jolt to relax the shoulders and the neck even more. My neck is saying we haven't done a neck thing yet. Can you tell? I'm curious. Is your neck saying, hey, I'm still dense and tense? So let's address that. So come back to stillness. Feel the effects. Look inside. Which parts of your body are feeling light, open, clear? Which parts of your body are feeling dense? And then now the neck used. So keep the sternum lifted and the head comes up to one side and then the chin comes down and swings up to the other. There are at least 100 neck stretches. So you can go along with me or explore any other one that you like. Still breathing in and out through the nose, taking nice full breaths in, making that ocean sound. Now, you can turn the head to the left and to the right, looking over your shoulder, like you're saying no, a slow-mo no, and then looking up and down, like you're doing a slow motion yes. Good. I'll come back to the middle, blink the eyes a few times, and you can rub your eyes with your fingers. Smooth out the forehead. Rub the bridge of your nose. Rub the corners of your jaw as you open and close your mouth a few times. And then anything else that your neck would like. Move it in any direction that will bring some relief. Back to the middle. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, on to our first breathing practice. We'll do the shoulder breathing. If you feel lightheaded or dizzy, you're welcome to pause and then resume if you like. Breathing practices, when you start them, if you're new to this kind of energy work, sometimes can feel a little uncomfortable or a little dizzy. And if you practice them for a day or two in a way that's comfortable for you, your body will adapt. Our body sometimes reacts to an abundance of fresh prana with sensations that we might not associate with being energized because things are moving, energy's flowing, channels are opening, blockages are being relieved. And yet, throughout your day, you'll notice today that you are more awake and more energized than if you didn't do the breathing practices. So it's good to get used to them. So, with the feet wider than hip width apart, bring the hands down by the sides, and you're really activating your fingers as if you're trying to touch your forearm with the fingers. So there's a powerful full angle there. And imagine that you're putting weight on your hands, like you're supporting yourself on the floor, almost like you're going to do a handstand. That's the energy. We're activating the arms. The arms are like piston pumps to help move the energy, to help move the body to bring in fresh energy. And then as we inhale through the nose, the shoulders come way up and exhale all the way down. Keep the shoulders straight. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Someone in the room with you would want to be able to hear your breath. That's how much you're pumping the breath. Lift, lower. Full breath in, full breath out. Relax your face. Three, two, one. Relax. Now move your body in a way that it wants to, like what wants to flex or stretch. Find the little areas of inhibited energy flow. We're here to fire up the chi, so this doesn't look like anything in particular. These aren't a series of poses that you can do. You're learning to work with your own energy patterns. You might find yourself doing spontaneous movements that you've never tried before. This is where a lot of this yoga, this Qigong came from, is people having time and exploring, saying, oh, I think that feels good right now, and I think that feels good right now. And then a student comes along and says, oh, that's how you do it. And then it becomes doctrine, right? And it originated with somebody exploring their own energy. So just move, arch, and flex, and go side to side. Mm. Yeah, good. Everyone's doing something different. That's perfect. So I love to see as an instructor. All right, let's do that again. Shoulder breathing, 3 rounds. Fingers bent back, elbows straight, gaze is level. Take a normal transition breath in and out and begin. Inhale, up, down, in, out. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Hold still for a moment so you can really tune in. And then whatever wants to move, stretch, bend, fold, wherever it's tight, keep coming back to there with Simple, dynamic movement. Good. All right, we'll do another round of these in a minute. First, let's do the throwing away the trash. I think we're finally ready. So you'll be making some sound here. So if there's anybody around you, you can alert them. Okay, and if you don't feel like it, then you can just watch. And making sound is a big part of Taoist practices. It's one of the key ways that we move energy in our body, including having a conversation. We're making sound. So with this one, we inhale and you reach the hands up, and then as you exhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms down, and make one of the sounds that you'd like. So we'll start with the ha, but you can make any sound you'd like. So it's like inhale and exhale, ha, inhale, ha, inhale. Just bring the hands where they want to go and keep bending the knees. Ha, ha. You can try a different one, like the he sound. He, he, whoo, or the who sound. Whoo. Big breath in, blow it all out. Big breath in, make a noise. Whoo, ha. Keep going. Whew, you can make the shoe sound. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Ah, ah. Hmm. Make the sound. Hmm. 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 Oh. Slow it down. Oh. Slowly come back to center. Let your feet steady you. Shoulders down and back so the palms open forward. Gaze is level and wide. And feel inside. And relax. All right, so we'll do our chi tapping and then our third round of that shoulder breath. So you can bring your hand up. Let's start with the hands actually on the lower dantian. And as you breathe in, reconnect with your center. The hands move in and out as the breath moves in and out. And then choose either hand and slide up the middle of your body to the top of the chest, and then start tapping over to the side, like with the palm of your hand. When it gets to the shoulder, that hand opens up so you can tap down the inside of the arm, the elbow, the forearm, then roll around the wrist to the outside, coming up to the back of the shoulder, and then back across the neck and to the top of the chest where you switch hands. And then that other hand opens up, tapping down with a cupped palm, making sure you get every part of the inside and the outside of the arm. Coming back up the outside, the back of the shoulder, across, keep tapping, and then switch. And this time, be sure that your hand is making good contact with the entirety of the arm. This way we'll get every acupressure point. Breathe in and out. Notice if your breath is coming a little more smoothly. Come down to the fingertips this time, and the back of the hand, and the outside of the arm. Find that big breath in, the relief of a deep breath, the relief of a body that is receiving the fuel that it needs, the prana from the nature. We'll do about 3 times around. And then come on back to the middle, and now come to the top of the backs of the hips. And you can bend forward, be gentle. We haven't done a lot of hamstring stretches. And you can bend forward and down and around the fronts of the tops of the legs. So we're doing a circle here as well. Again, cup tapping, try to connect with the whole of the legs and even your feet and your ankles as you do the move. Keep the knees softly bent. So bending down is good. And use your core to help steady your back. And then when you're down, if you'd like, you can dangle here. Nodding your head, yes and no. Or bringing the hands to opposite elbows. Keep moving in any way that feels good for you. Or be still if that feels good. And then slowly coming on up. Ooh, find your center. Soft smile, soft eyes, soft belly. And then let's do the rest of the breathing practices from sitting. So come to sit in your chair, or you can come to kneel on the ground, or you could sit on a cushion only if your back maintains its low back curve when you do that. It's recommended to meditate and do breathing practices in a chair because it is very much freeing for your back. Your back can relax. So if you're using a chair, come towards the front of the chair so that your feet are on the ground or on blocks or a cushion, and that your thighs are pretty level. So adjust a little bit more. If you'll know you're in a decent position if you reach around and you can feel your natural low back curve is there, meaning your hips are tilted a little bit forward so that your spine's natural curves are balanced and you can sit pretty effortlessly. Now we'll change this breathing practice to its twin called Bhastrika, and we'll do a few rounds of these. So just like with the shoulder breathing, we're breathing in and out vigorously through the nose, bringing the hands in loose fists by the shoulders. And with this one, instead of lifting the shoulders, we're reaching up with the hands. And then as we breathe out, bringing the hands back down so the elbows lightly brush the sides. The hands are gently folded. Okay, and as with the other one, if you get lightheaded or dizzy, you're welcome to go a little more gently, or to pause as you wish. Let's take a normal transition breath in and out, and together inhale, up, down, in, out, up, down. When your hands go up, the fingers spread, and when they come down, it's like you're pulling something from the sky, because you are. Your breath wants to be audible in the room. So vigorous breath through the nose. And relax. Now, wrap your fingers around your thumb to make this kind of a fist. Press the knuckles together right into the tops of your thighs. Try to straighten the arms. Take a full breath in. Hold the breath. Lift the root lock. Lift the chest and let the chin settle down. And hold the breath here. And relax. I'll do just that last part with you so you get it. This is called the locks, and this is containing the chi that we are bringing in. Okay, so just that last part. We're wrapping the fingers around the thumb. This is a energy mudra. And then the knuckles are touching, and they're pressing down into the groin area of the tops of the thighs as if you're trying to straighten the elbows, but without putting tension into your shoulders. So you're lightly pressing down. From that position, you'll breathe in, hold the breath, squeeze the root lock powerfully, pull the navel in towards the spine powerfully, lift the chest, and relax the chin down gently. Okay, so nothing in the chin. And then you relax. So you hold that for as long as you would like to hold the breath, short or long, it doesn't matter. And then when relaxed, then we'll do the breathing again. So we bring the hands in loose fists by the shoulders. This one's called the bellows breath. Imagine those bellows that you might have seen like on an old train where they're firing up the coal. That's the energy that we're going for here. We're firing up the chi. Here we go. Transition breath in and out and together. Inhale, up, down, in, out. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Wrap the fingers around the thumb. Elbows touch. Straighten the elbows. Press into the upper thighs. Big breath in. Hold the breath. Squeeze the root lock, the navel, and the chin gently lowers. Sip in a little more breath. Sip in a little more breath. Hold, squeeze tight, and relax when you're ready. Notice your body. Notice the breath. And relax. And last one. Hands and loose fists by the shoulders. Relaxed elbows, relaxed face, relaxed eyes. Eyes can be opened or closed. Let's take a normal transition breath in and out. And together, inhale, up, down, in, out. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Inhale. Press those hands in the lap. Breathe in. Tight. Squeeze. Hold the breath. Breathe in more. Tight. Squeeze. Hold the breath. And when you're ready, hands in the lap with the palms palms down. Noticing your fingers and hands. And imagine now that you are a sphere of light. Gold and white light is in you and around you, above and below, on all sides. Each breath in, this white light gets a little brighter. With each breath out, guide your attention down to your lower dantian, the center of you. As you breathe in, the light around you and in you becomes a little fuller. And as you breathe out, it condenses a little right below your navel. So that area is getting more and more light. Breathing in, abundant gold and white light surrounds you and permeates every cell in your body. Breathing out, direct your attention as if you could guide some of this energy to your lower center. Relax more and more and more. Seeing that this light is a little brighter and a little closer in. Each breath getting denser and denser, filling this reservoir of energy within you. The white light is now even smaller, the size of a ball, getting smaller. You could keep your hands where they are. You could bring them to that lower center as if you're cradling this light. It's now the size of a tennis ball, a golf ball, the size of a pea, the size of the head of a pin, the size of a poppy seed, impossibly bright, full of chi, right in your center, for you. Letting your gentle smile be on your face, letting your heart be full of gratefulness. Relax. From here, you can guide your own steps, guide your own practice. You could come to lie down to rest for a while. You could sit and meditate for some time. You could go for a walk outside. You can choose to complete the class with me. Letting your eyes open slightly if you're going to wrap up with me, and letting some movement come into your fingers and your toes. Hmm. Bringing both hands to cover your heart. Feeling your own heartbeat. And I thank each and every one of you for joining me this morning, for giving me this opportunity to share these practices. And I thank you for giving you this opportunity to share and explore these practices so that you can go into your day a little brighter, a little lighter, and more able to share the kindness that is always growing in your heart with those around you. Thank you all. I'll see you in another class again soon.